We still don't got the angle dangle right. We need to come, needs to go straight back. Whoa. Whoa. And that's why you put cardboard there. Did it even hit the cardboard?
No, it never touched it.
We'll have to watch the replay footage. Hey, welcome back to ZK MasterTech. Well, we did it. We finally hit 100,000 subscribers, and I just can't believe that we're here. It's kind of a bittersweet milestone for me because I started this channel because of my buddy Jake, and he passed away right before I started this channel, and he wanted me to continue his channel. So he had a YouTube channel before, and before he passed away, he wanted me to pick up the torch and start my own YouTube channel and see if just maybe we could get to 1,000 subscribers and get monetized and all that. And here we are today, and we built a community with 100,000 subscribers. It's just truly amazing that we've gotten this far, and I couldn't have got here without all of you guys supporting me. So from the bottom of my heart, thank you to everyone who has liked every video, subscribed, commented. You guys are the reason why this channel is so successful, and I really appreciate that. So it's just truly amazing. Me and my family were watching the live subscriber count on my computer, and whenever it hit 100,000, we all celebrated like I won the Super Bowl or something. So a lot of joy in the Key household, let me tell you. We were pretty excited. This was a milestone that when you first get started, it feels like it's unachievable. And, you know, you just keep grinding and grinding and grinding. You know, it was, you know, I produced 176 videos to get to this point. So a lot of hard work and dedication involved in that, but couldn't have got there without you guys. So really thank you for all your support. So that aside, we're back at the shop now. I've been off for 5 days. You know, that's about my limit of time off away from this place. I start missing my tools and want to get back at it again. So came back Tuesday and inspected an X9 right here. I got a list of parts and stuff that we need to work on that. So that's shop project number 1. And then we got the main project right here that we're going to be taking this engine out of this S670. This is the final tier 4 9-liter that has an issue in the valve train. It kind of sounds like a 1-cylinder engine with the exhaust manifold off coming back through the intake manifold. So you're just hearing, you know, compression just burping back up through the intake, which is not good. So we're just going to go ahead and take this engine out and get it on stand and tear it down and see what we got. So don't really know exactly what we're going to get into, but I almost bet you that there's an issue with the valve train probably around cylinder 4 or 5, because the intake manifold temp sensor is getting hot extremely fast. Look at that temperature. That is crazy. So it's got to be really close to that intake port of that cylinder that's affected, if I had to guess. So whenever you start it up, the intake manifold temp sensor will get up to about 200 degrees in about 10 seconds. So it's getting hot combustion gas just right on that sensor as soon as you start it. So that's what kind of started this whole mess, because it was setting a code for the intake manifold temperature high. We're going to have to get all these shields removed. There's a lot of shields to take off, and there's a lot of shields. This thing's buried in here. We got shields all on the back side, all that good stuff. So I'm going to get the engine oil draining, and then I think the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get back behind here, open up that door, and try to remove everything that I can on the back side of the engine. Leave this here because this is a nice easy surface to climb over and set stuff on. So if you go removing everything on the front, it makes it more difficult to get back there and remove that stuff back there. So I'm going to work from the back forward as much as I can, just so I've got an extra place to set stuff while I'm ripping shields out of the back. So I'm going to work on getting all of this out of the way. So first step is getting all these shields off around the back side of the engine. Well, it's more like the front side of the engine, but anyway. And you ain't got a whole lot of room to stand in here. So it's not a lot of fun. Well, I got all the shields off the back. Look at all that. Stacked up, magnet tray, full of bolts. But now you can see the back side of the engine. But there's still a lot of stuff to take off around there. But now that I got that out of the way, I'm gonna work on getting the rest of this off. Anyway, I got these new Milwaukee pack out magnet trays. I bought these from Home Depot. They were on sale for like $7.50 a piece. And they've got the bigger ones and the small ones, but they'll slip into a pack out. There's bird crap everywhere on this thing. Anyway, but what I like about these magnet trays is the magnets are built into it and they can't fall off. I got a bunch of John Deere magnet trays that have magnets glued on the bottom, and the magnets always fall off. So I'm done with magnets that are glued to the bottom of trays. They have to be built in. So I bought a bunch of these pack out ones and I really like them so far. Well, I'm digging deeper and I'm going to use the crane to take this big heavy panel out. Just make that a lot easier. That's a big panel. And it's heavy. Okay, that was a lot easier. The room for activities now. My goodness, was that a lot of parts. Look how many bolts it took just to get all the crap off the front side. All this right here was all those bolts. Shields piled up there. We got shields and stuff piled up on the floor. It's everywhere. But now we can start disconnecting all the air coming in and out. So the exhaust can come off, this charge air pipe can come off. We've already got the other one off because it's intertwined in the rear shields. And now we got fuel coming in that we need to disconnect. The oil drain needs disconnected. And then we'll have to work on peeling this whole entire accessory drive. So we got 2 alternators and an AC compressor. I'm going to try to not remove those AC lines and leave them hooked up to the compressor. And I think there's enough hose here that we can just kind of move it over here out of the way. It's kind of what I'm hoping. Anyway, yeah, I got to get this all off. And then on the back side of the engine, there's a bunch of stuff to do. That rotary screen belt's got to go. There's a vacuum fan jack shaft drive way down there. See that belt tensioner way down there? Yeah, we got to get that out. Back here we've got all the starter connections, starter relay, the coolant hoses for the heater hoses right there, those two coming in there. So quite a bit of work to do on the backside left still yet. Also got to get this fan shroud completely out of here. Got to get the fan unbolted. Got to get all the coolant hoses disconnected from the engine. You know, lots of little stuff now. Okay, we're finally ready to get this thing pulled out of here, and I had to put this rear lift strap on, which is a load of fun on these because there was hydraulic lines and everything in the way, and those holes that those big M20 bolts go through were completely full of dirt, rust, debris. Had to tap them out. A lot of fun getting that bracket on. And then we've got this bracket here that bolts onto the front. We're going to use the telehandler with a boom and a load leveler. I could use my crane on my truck, but I want to be able to put this engine clear up here. So if I pick it up with the telehandler, go out that way, then I can just drive right up there and put it on a stand up there. So I could do it with my truck, but this is going to be a lot easier anyway. So we got Patty in the hole.
I love my hole.
Ben's going to run the telly. Oh, you got my socket. We need a 1-inch socket to be able to move the load leveler. So we're going to get, you got to level the load. We're going to get the load leveler on here, put some pressure up, take the bolts out of the mounts, and go this way, and then raise it up and out of here.
Easy peasy. I'm in danger. Well, that's got some pressure on it.
Not enough though.
Well, no, but let's stand back here so I feel safer. Yeah, I ain't going anywhere.
Okay. Patty whack.
All the bolts are out of the back, right?
All the bolts are out of the Meg. All you got is the front bolts. Here's a 24 and 18.
I'll take these out.
Take the bottom 18s out.
Oh, God, there's poopy.
There is bird poop everywhere. I feel like I just had bird poop dust all over me yesterday.
I know.
I didn't see these bolts until yesterday. I'm like, oh, let's see what happens here.
So you're either gonna go or she ain't gonna go. Well, move.
Did it go up or down?
It dropped a little.
Can't see what I'm doing. There you are. Okay. Bye.
Yeah, we don't need that bolt.
I feel like that did nothing. Surely. Okay, maybe it did.
I'm in danger.
That's a chunk, Pat.
You're right.
Hold on. I have to brace myself for this. Okay.
Damn.
That thing's huge.
Probably just give it a wiggle. Oh.
We still don't got the angle dangle right. We need to come, needs to go straight back. Other way.
I got more gap. He's fighting steering. Whoa.
Whoa!
Whoa.
Whoa! And that's why you put cardboard there. Hold on. I need to level this thing out.
I kind of thought we had a good big pressure on it. Whoa!
Yeah?
That's about where you want her.
You like that?
I'm digging it.
Did it even hit the cardboard?
No, it never touched it.
We'll have to watch the replay footage.
I'm telling you, I don't think it did, unless it did right there, but maybe it's just a kiss.
Nothing will compare to the crane operator
Where
that
we
almost
broke
killed
the
me and
dowels
Patty.
off, damn near broke the dowels off in the May.
Yeah. And we had a 4,000 pound engine come flying at our face.
I mean, what is
Yeah.
what is, we had an
What?
input shaft seal leak.
What was the pucker factor on that? Well,
It wasn't as bad.
that was the magic formula. What we needed was that last little bit.
Just a little too much pressure.
And it was just like, wham!
It came like halfway up.
But it's out, so, and we didn't damage anything.
The input shaft seal to the meg's leaking. So it had to come out.
Are you serious?
I'm dead serious. It's leaking. Yeah, because the rear main's dry.
Well, guess it's a good time to do that.
This is why we did it. You know, nothing to do with anything in here.
Yeah. Well, now what do we need? Start going uppies?
We need, yeah, because it's sitting on something. Not aggressively, but it's doing something. If you want to boom out now, you can. I had these hoses here that I didn't want to deal with. Okay. You want to take the fan drive that way first and flywheel?
We'll be all right. We'll cock it like, well, hold on.
You just take the turn up. I'm gonna get up here.
I'm bringing it this way, Sam.
That's fine. Because it's like up
It's right in your teeth.
in my mouth. Oh, we're gonna clear it.
Back it up.
You can boom in a little bit.
As soon as we clear the door, we'll boom it.
Fine. That wasn't bad.
No, not too bad.
I wasn't puckered up as much as the one from that, but I mean, you know, I'll give it a 7.
Nothing will ever top the one.
I'll give it a 7.6 out of 10.
All right.
Yeah.
As close to the bench as we can. Yeah. Is that same tap we were using?
No. It's a different tab.
Oh. You know where that's at?
No. We got it.
Anyway, we got to tap some holes and get these holes prepped, put bolts in, and then we can mount it to the stand. Well, it's out. It's a good thing that we pulled the engine because the input seal on the main engine gear case is leaking. Looks like that seal is just done for. Great. But now's the time to fix that for sure. All right, well, I got it on a stand, And I got about 62% of the bird poop blown off of there. The first step that I'm going to do is I think we're going to go ahead and get this fixed turbo off and out of the way. But I got to get my lifting strap off, and I'm going to take it off kind of all in one chunk right here. I'm going to include the mount, take it off at the mount, take that whole thing off in one piece. Okay, so I've been using the Insider ratchet. This is the only ratchet I took up there with me. And let me tell you what, this ratchet could replace 3 of the ratchets that I have. It's like you combine the high torque one with the high speed and add this capability of being able to swap between 3/8 and quarter, and you can even get a 1/2 inch one for these. I'm gonna get one ordered, but yeah, this thing got everything off that I wanted it to. It didn't struggle on anything, and between the Insider ratchet and the subcompact stubby, I removed hundreds of bolts to get this engine out. And look, still full battery. I started with full batteries. This one burnt 2 bars. This one's still full. Amazing. See, I've got these Matco turbo clamp sockets, so they're extra deep to get those V-band clamps off. This one's a 13, but they're 1/4 inch drive. So I can just take this out and switch to a 1/4. And then boom. And I like that you can switch it right here. That is a lot nicer. Oh, get on there. Too much angle there. There we go. There we go. Let's get that out of the way. Yeah, somebody had that off recently. There's still grease inside there. Let's get the harness off here. Back to 3/8. Well, I guess we don't have to take that one off. We'll just take this one off. When you get that fuel dosing, I guess we can leave that on, just take it off down here. So this is our fuel dosing injector. So whenever it doses fuel, this is where it injects it into the exhaust stream. And we already had there's coolant lines that go into it. We had to get those off in order to get that lifting strap in there. A little more up. There we go. One turbo. All right, now we're going to get this wiring harness off of here. Someone ran new wires to the intake manifold temp sensor. And here's the original ones right here. What a mess. Well, I should be able to actually pop that out. I think we just need to do these. Get that out of the way. Let's get that out of the way for now. Let's take this rocker cover off. Okay. Just gonna sneak you out of here for now. I don't see any "here I am to fix me's" yet, but I rotated the engine over, got my turning tool in there and my flywheel timing pin, and rotated over till the pin went in, and my number 6 valves released, so I knew I was in number 6 TDC. So I went a full revolution over, and I could definitely hear compression coming back up through the intake. So even though I can't see anything yet, I don't see any bent push rods, I can't tell if the valves are messed up just yet. Everything visually looks okay when it's all complete, but we'll know more once we get the head off and look at the bottom of the valves. So now I need to get this turbo off, and the EGR and exhaust manifold, all that stuff. Need to get the head stripped down. We'll have to take all these injection lines off. So quite a bit more work to do here. I'm gonna get this oil line off the turbo here. Guess we're going to take this open crankcase vent assembly off here. Alrighty. Holy moly. Why? Those are tight. This is a tight reach area. Used one of the sockets the Insider ratchet comes with. Better not test my luck here. Ooh, that one's tight. There we go. So I got everything peeled off this side of the head so far and got all my fuel lines and everything capped off. Now I guess we need to dive in to get this fan drive off of here so I can get this thermostat housing and all that stuff off the front. Now I still haven't changed this battery out. We're gonna see how long she'll go. So far it's been literally hundreds of bolts. Fan drive feels pretty decent on this. That's always a plus. I'm seeing if this will sneak in here and get these bolts out. Oh, it's close. Well, get them started. It's not gonna get that one. Okay. Okay, subcompact don't like that one. Gen 2 stubby. There we go. Oh, really? You can't get that off because the thermostat housing hits the intake. What the heck? Why would they do that? Well, that wasn't nice of them. Continuing the puzzle. I'll take this line off here. Lovely sound. this line off. Going outside, Ben?
Yeah, I gotta throw that windshield away that we replaced.
Hmm. Intake. Uh-oh. We got a leaking EGR cooler. It's all wet in there. Great. And it's wet in there too. Add it to the list. Let's take this off. Well, let's try not to fight two pipes at once. Oh. My goodness. Jeez. That sucker was in there. Let me tell you. Now we're going to work on trying to get this exhaust manifold and turbo off. I'm going to leave the turbo on the exhaust manifold and try to pull it all in one chunk. Just maybe. Well, that's great. The studs are coming out. I'm surprised. Oh, that one, then just the nut came off. Each port, try to get just the nuts off. The studs come out, the studs come out, whatever. Well, the nuts came off, but I did pull two studs out of the head. But the Gen 2 3/8 stubby did not even care about those exhaust nuts and studs. Got one holding it on. Uh-oh. That glove's no more. There. Now that we got the exhaust manifold off, now we got to work on getting the intake off, which actually doubles as a rocker box too. So first thing we're going to do is get the injection harness off. Oh. Then you got these 5mm Allens in there. Now we can take the bolts out. The intake's loose, but we need to get this rocker shaft out of here. So we're just going to loosen all these nuts. And they're 16mm. 4mm Allen. Take some pressure off. Now all these push rods are the same, but we're going to try to keep them together. Here, Ben. Just lay them out like this. You don't need to label, just lay them out.
Right.
Yeah. I'm not seeing anything bent yet. Okay. Hold on. It's just stuck. There I go. Peel that gasket off. Okay. All right, so the intake is off. And when you look at these, we're looking for everything to be the same height, all the valves be at the same height, because there's no rocker pushing on them, right? And they all look to be the same height. I don't see anything there. Everything felt good as far as valve lash and everything. We didn't see any bent push rods, so the only thing it could be is there's got to be a burnt valve or a blown seat or something, and it's got to be somewhere in here, because that sensor is like right here. It's like in between 4 and 5. So 6, as far as I can tell, looks good. 5, it's got some buildup in there. 4, uh-oh. See it?
What
Oh
happened?
no. Look, see that valve? You see the hole in it?
Oh my goodness.
You see the hole, Ben?
Yeah, that's really bad. How'd that happen? What fell under?
I don't know. But you can see. Let me get more zoomage for the audience. Uh-oh. That's not good. Ouch. Yeah, that'd be why. That'd be why whenever it ran, you didn't hear anything.
Right.
You didn't hear any knocking, no banging. You just heard a miss.
Gee whiz.
I can't see the other one. So there's two valves in here. So you got these two valves right here, and you can really only see the one. You could snake a bore scope up in there, but yeah.
Just a little bit. Crud on that one, isn't there?
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I don't see any giant holes though. Man, I was starting to get worried there for a minute. I wasn't seeing any. Here I am to dial fix me's, but
There it is.
there it is. Where's Patty? We gotta show Patty. Well, I'm glad we finally found the Here I Am Ta-Da Fix Me. My intake valve is got a giant hole missing in it. So I knew it had to be something right there between 4 and 5, somewhere in that area, because that's exactly where that intake manifold temp sensor is. I just knew there was something wrong there. We just had to dig really far down to get to it, but I'm glad we finally found the issue with this engine. Now I'm going to go ahead and try to get all the injectors out, and we're going to get this head pulled off, and then we could really see how much damage there is to the bottom side of this head and the valves and everything. Now I'm pulling the feed tube nuts off so we can pull the connectors out, because I want to pull the injectors out before we remove this cylinder head. Yeah. Get out of there. Now we're going to remove the hold down bolts for the injectors. Take an indexing bar and pop them out one at a time. Pull these tubes out. So do you guys think a Gen 2 stubby 3/8 will pull a head bolt out of a 9-liter? Yep. Now, let's switch to the 1/2 inch and just see if it makes a difference. 1/2 inch stubby. I don't know. Feels about the same. Let's switch back to the 3/8. I don't know. We'll have to look at the replay footage. But you know what works really good is the mid-torque. It's a lot of bolts. Let's yank a head off. Keep going. Perfect. Well, it looks like it's just that one valve on 4. I've never seen a valve burn like that on a 9-liter. Comment below if you've seen this before. This is a first for me. Usually we just have severe valve bendage. Wow. Yikes. Well, I peeled the head gasket off. I brake cleaned it just a little bit. Yeah, that's weird. I don't know. I mean, I don't know if something got in there and chipped it and it just started burning a hole through it or what.
It almost looks like it's cracked back further.
Yeah. It's really strange. Weird. Let's see if we can pull this thing out of there. Take a look-see. This thing's been around since Moby was a minnow. Use your magnet. Pull those keepers out. Oh, use my magnet, I guess. Pull them out. There you go. Grab that cap. There you go.
Neato.
And there she be. Man. Ouch. Boy. That valve seat does not look good. Ouch. And looking at all the cylinders and the pistons, I mean, everything looks fine. It didn't get into the piston. There's no kiss marks on the piston. There's still pretty good hash marks on the cylinder walls. I mean, I don't see anything wrong with the block or the pistons or the sleeves. Everything looks great, which is good news. I was hoping we weren't going to have any kind of piston damage, and we don't, so that's great. So what I'll do now is I'll order all the parts for the head, and we'll get them in tomorrow. I'm going to MD them, and then we can send the head off. We got a place over in Decatur, Illinois, that we send our cylinder heads to, and then they'll just completely go through the head, replace all the valves, the seats, the seals, everything. You know, when we get it back, you'll be like a brand new head, but they're going to also check it for any cracks or anything like that. So we still won't know the true condition of the head until they go through it and see what's wrong with it. So I think the customer's going to come in tomorrow. I'm going to show them everything that I found, and then we'll go from there. Well, all right, the customer came in and I went over everything with him, and he approved all the repairs that we want to do. So I went ahead and I got all the parts in for the head this morning, and I sent the head off to go get gone through over in Decatur, and it might be 3-4 days before we get that back. But we got some things to work on here. I can clean the block up. I'm going to do a water pump while we got it out. And that's pretty much all I can do before I need to get the head back and get the head installed and everything like that. So that's going to conclude this video. Appreciate you guys watching. Like, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Comment below, let me know how I'm doing. And until next time, keep that green iron moving.
All right, what's up going on, guys? This is Jake. Welcome to the channel. This is my first video, just getting going with YouTube here. Been kicking around the idea of doing it for a while, and finally got enough projects on my hands to actually have some content to get something going with a deadline and an end goal. Basically, this is my shop. I'm in Illinois, so the weather right now kind of sucks, but it is heated, so we've got a good area to work. This guy right here, his name is Zeph. Say hi to everybody.
Hey YouTube, how's it going?
Tell them a little bit about yourself.
I'm Zeph Key. I'm a technician. I've been a master auto tech since 2007. 2010 I started working for John Deere, and now I'm a master tech for John Deere, and I've been wrenching on farm equipment for 10 years. So
perfect. This guy right here is like my good idea guy every day. About a year and a half ago now, I actually jumped out of the car dealership world and went to work on John Deere equipment with Zeph. I had been a service manager at GM and Chrysler dealerships for years before that. So I pretty much got tired of dealing with all the paperwork and people and craziness of all of it, and really just wanted to get back to turning wrenches again. And me and the big guy here were talking, and one thing led to another, and I ended up working on John Deere equipment. So that
he likes combines.
Yeah, I love combines, by the way. I love combines more than tractors. Tractors tend to break legs. That's not good. I literally just went through that like 2 months ago. Fell off a tractor, broke my leg. Not cool. This car right here is a 1976 big block 455 Hurst 4-speed Trans Am. Went to countless car shows with my parents when I was a kid in this. This is the car that got me into mechanics. What we are going to be doing is getting this car completely ready to rock and roll, and it's going to be on the power tour this year. I'm not sure how many days I'm going to do yet. I may just do the one day in Illinois, or I may go ahead and do the following day in Davenport, Iowa too. I haven't completely made my mind up on that yet. But we are going to be completely going through this car, making sure that it is 100% reliable, ready to rock and roll. We will be doing some modifications as well, updating some of the older stuff on it. So there'll be some really cool stuff coming on that one. Here is my 98 SVT Cobra. It is a original legit Cobra. It's not a replica or anything. This guy is the real deal. It's got 78,000 original miles, so it's still a low mileage car. It's had a little bit of modification done, not much. Wheels, tires, etc. This car is by far the faster of the two. Not sure how long that may be the case though. Kind of depends on how wild we decide to get with the Trans Am and kind of how much money I want to spend, I guess. So we'll see how all that goes, and we'll have future videos coming on both of these cars. Like I said, mainly the Trans Am for a while, simply because I've got a deadline for that one to get it ready for Power Tour. Alright, so Zeph, who is currently running the camera for me at the moment, just informed me when I came out of the shop from filming in there that Truckmaster wants to do a burnout in this thing before we load it up. So I'm going to air... Do what?
You heard me say that?
Oh, Zeph caught me whenever I came out of the shop.
We're doing a burnout. We're going to send it.
Let's do it, man.
I'll let you do the honors because, you know, I'll be the cameraman. No, you know what? I want to do the burnout.
Yeah, you do the burnout and we'll film you, man. So we're going to get this thing aired up here.
Oh, I forgot money.
You forgot money?
Yeah, I forgot the money.
Oh, man, it's going to be a long, empty trip home. This is exciting. Truckmaster's going to run the truck out into the road, and we're going to full send this thing before we load it up on the trailer, guys. Back up so I don't slow the rocks into your truck.
Oh, thanks. I think she's good. I think I should title it and plate it and call it a day.
Turn out with the passenger door and then it's wide open. That was a lot of fun. Trying to do a burnout in that thing. You're like peering through a little hole in the windshield. That's all you got. This is like a day in the life of Whistling Diesel. Heck yeah! Dude, I'm thinking we should have called Whistling and got some spacers.
Man, oh man. Alright, before I break here and blow the motor, let's go ahead and load it.
Alright guys, Truckmaster is loading the truck onto the trailer right now as we speak. Full send has been done. Burnout's done. Most importantly, I've been paid. So we've got the truck all loaded up on the trailer for Josh here. He is getting ready to make his lovely 6-hour drive back home to Michigan. And it was a little interesting getting it loaded up, but we got it. Our fancy little strap deal to hold the doors down. So
Sure.
Should work, should get you back.
Oh yeah.
So
thank you.
Oh, absolutely. Thank you, man.
I don't know you, man. Give me a hug.
It's been an interesting day. You know, nothing like doing a full send and a totaled out Duramax just for fun and loading it up and watching it going away. I'm not gonna lie, I am kind of disappointed that I'm not gonna Whistling Diesel this thing. But without further ado, yes, this is where we bid goodbye and send Josh all the way back to Michigan. So you
this
guys
may be my truck show. I don't know. Not this, but you know, the drive line. So drivetrain. So
Okay.
we'll see.
make sure to keep watching his videos. I'm sure there'll be more content coming on this guy for sure. And I'll be jumping into my stuff here pretty quick. Most of mine's going to be on the Trans Am for a while, guys. I know a lot of you guys are, you know, watching these channels for the Duramax stuff, but that stuff will be coming. But my main focus right now has got to be getting that Trans Am ready to go for the power tour. That way I can put an awesome video together for all you guys of the power tour. So and what that whole experience is like. Done it once before. It's awesome. You have the chance to be able to go, got something cool to take, definitely take the time off and go do it. It's an awesome experience. And with that being said, we'll catch you guys later.
Ta-da! I started it. It started misfiring really bad with like a metallic noise, and it had a code for the crankshaft position sensor, so I shut it off and I pulled the crank sensor. We have metal poopies on the crank sensor. Oh, work phone's going off. Glenwood, Minnesota. Hello.
Zeph. Hey, I got the 8360 RT in our corn planter dugout. I'm wondering if you could swing over and we could take a look at everything.
Yeah, sure, no problem, man. That's like the longest service call ever, man. You're like, what, in Minnesota?
I am, but we got a heated shop here. I figured we could unfold it, go through, maybe check out all the wear parts on the planter, go through, do some calibrations, and service the tractor up.
Yeah, sure, man, no problem. That was the Millennial Farmer. I gotta assemble the A-team. How you doing this morning? You cold? Knock, knock.
Knock, knock. I already almost got my hands a little bit dirty.
Uh-oh.
It's been terrifying. How's it going?
Good, man.
Good. Good to meet you.
Caleb?
Caleb, good to meet you. Sir. Awesome.
All right, thank you, Sean. And congratulations again to everybody. My name's Kyle Morris. I'm the Vice President of Operations, and it's super exciting for me as well. I've been with WildTech also for a while, and I've had a chance to see several of these students from orientation to graduation to Hall of Fame, and couldn't be more excited. So it's my privilege right now to introduce Mr. Zeth Key. Zeth Key grew up in Sullivan, Illinois, where he went to Sullivan High School. His interest in working on cars started when he bought his first car, a 1977 Chevy Nova, a car he worked on with his dad. In high school, he took automotive technology classes and mentored at a GM Chrysler dealership called HPR Automotive. A WyoTech recruiter came to his class to present about WyoTech, and when he went home enthusiastically telling his parents about WyoTech. That summer, his parents took him out to visit, and he was sold. He graduated high school and decided to work for a year and save up some money so he and his high school sweetheart, Danae, could get married after she graduated from high school and moved to Laramie. They got married at 18 and 19 years old on, it says here, June 3rd. So there's a lot going on. I hope you didn't forget that, Zach. June 3rd anniversary. You got good stuff planned for tomorrow?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, good. All right, so happy anniversary. Let's give them a round of applause.
Thank you.
I can't do the math, but that's
17.
17 years that
Yep.
they've been married, so that's very impressive. Congratulations. Together they learned how to navigate married life 1,200 miles away from home in a small basement apartment in Laramie. In June of 2007, Zeth earned an associate degree in automotive technology, chassis fabrication, high-performance engines, and business management. He achieved a 4.0 GPA, perfect attendance award, shop leader award, and was recipient of the Outstanding Academic Achievement and Leadership Award. After graduation, Zeth and Danae moved back to Sullivan, Illinois, where he got a job as a service technician at HPR Automotive. He worked there for 3 years and got his Master ASE certification. After the economy crashed in 2008, he changed career path to better support his wife as she went to college. In June of 2010, he joined Sloan Implement in Atwood, Illinois, to start his career working on John Deere ag equipment. He quickly fell in love with the green iron. I know somebody else in here that fell in love with the green iron too. People, Jim? After working there for 6 years and countless training hours, he earned his Master John Deere Service Technician Certificate. In April of 2021, in honor of his best friend Jake, who'd passed away from cancer, he started a YouTube channel to promote the trades they both loved. He wanted to show the world the technical side of agriculture and what it takes to keep the farmers running and inspire a younger generation to pick up a wrench and start a great career. Zeth said, "I never thought it would explode in popularity as it did. In 2 years, the channel grew to 63,000 subscribers and 8 million views."
That's
Very
right.
impressive. So,
Yes.
as the kids say, smash that like button.
Yeah, woo!
Hopefully we can get you up to 64,000 by the end of this.
Oh, we're already there.
65.
All right.
And side story here. So I was telling Zeth, actually, my older brother, I was talking to him last Thanksgiving, and he's telling me about all of these YouTube videos that he watches, and he watches videos about farming and ag equipment, and he's an IT guy that's never been close to a tractor in his life. And I'm like, what are you watching videos about ag equipment and farming? And we got to talking, and he's telling me like it's crazy, the technology. It's just so interesting. You get down that rabbit hole. And we start talking about this, and we knew about Zeph at the time too. And turns out he watches Zeth's videos all the time. Didn't even know he was a WildTech graduate. So very cool. Back to the story. So Zeph had to teach himself new skills in videography, video editing, and marketing. Through his channel, he can promote John Deere, Sloan Implement, and WildTech. He's brought technicians into his dealership because of the YouTube videos, and he's had the privilege to inspire people from all over the globe to become ag technicians. When he's not at work, keeping that green iron moving, helping to feed the world, you can find him at home, spending time with his wife and 2 beautiful children, Zarek and Zaya. Stand up, Zarek and Zaya. Let's give them a round. When we asked Zeph what advice he would give to people entering the trades, this is what he had to say. Be the best student you can possibly be and set high goals. This will help you develop the correct mindset you need to become successful in the future and add value to yourself. Learn to be resourceful enough to teach yourself. You can't be told how to fix everything. You need the ability to read the theory of operation and understand how the system you're diagnosing works. Apply that knowledge to the correct problem. The quicker you become an independent thinker, the faster you will rise to the top tech position. Understand you will not know everything when you graduate from school. You will need to humble yourself and treat every day as a learning day. Listen to the experienced techs and learn everything you can from them. Develop great working relationships with people. One day it will come full circle to where you are teaching them new things. Take your blinders off. Just because you graduated from the automotive program doesn't mean you can be a diesel tech. Look at me. Learn how to be a great tech, and you can apply that to any industry. Zeph Key, the WildTech community is honored to invite you into our 2023 Hall of Fame.
All right. Woo!